Hello. Here I am with my fourth video. On the one hand, I try to express what is inside of me. On the one hand, I like this concept. This is the second video I created today. Why do we talk to ourselves? The video may seem like a monologue, but I'm actually talking to myself at home. So why? Because there is an unbelievable cosmopolitanization and isolation among high-tech opportunities. While people were socializing in the 90s, now it's like everyone has established their own kingdom, withdrawn into their own shell and lives their own life. On the one hand, there is a digital socialization. I want to touch on this subject in a separate video. I just wanted to make an introduction. Let's come to our topic. It was 20-odd years ago. I was young and ignorant back then. I was an unaware person who lived life by connecting it to an automatic. One day, I was sitting at home with my friend and chatting. We were in December, I think, and the New Year's lottery was approaching. My friend and I asked, what would we do if we won the New Year's lottery? We started to dream. I remember we talked about this for a full hour. We chatted with pleasure, almost as if we had won the lottery jackpot, in an extreme way. The day I told about this is one of the days that I will not forget in my life, because it is what I don't want to do right now. So that day has nothing to do with what I'm dreaming of right now. People can change over time. Maybe I changed because of the break I experienced in 2012. One of the dreams we had there that day was to bring a huge truck to the door of a shopping mall and fill it with all the things we want and buy. The latest electronic devices, the latest game consoles, the latest computers, new furniture. Now, I see that they are all dreams for the soul and insatiable desires of man. I no longer dream like that. After seeing the starving people and children who could not find water in the documentaries I watched, my thoughts changed when I saw how bad conditions most of the people in the world live in. It feels like a shame to live so luxuriously. Not only are people hungry, animals are also hungry and in need of help. The oceans need cleaning too, many more examples. Years ago, I met a person who lived a religious life and devoted his life to helping. Of course, I was being young and ignorant. I dived into different currents and indulged in worldly pleasures. Until a truth bulb went off in my head. Now I just realized how valuable that man was. Yes, now I've been dreaming of what would I do if I had a few $1 billion. Let me answer your question. I would try to lend a helping hand to all people, animals and nature in need, just when they needed it. With the monthly income of the investments I made, I used to help the needy on all the websites where donation campaigns were launched. I used to help animals that were waiting for donations for surgery. I would help the sick, the disabled and the homeless. I would help the orphans. I used to try to bring water to areas in his village that still did not have clean water. I would send people those purifying bottles that could filter the water hundreds of times so they wouldn't drink dirty water. I would try to make my donations indiscriminately around the world. I don't know, these are the things that usually come to my mind. I used to set up an association for this, of course. I would do this with all the transparency. How much help has been given? Where does the money people donate to the association go? You will say that there are already organizations that do this. There are, but these organizations are in the minority. There are also many associations that pocket the donations they receive and defraud the donors. Unfortunately, oligarchs generally hold most of the money in the world and they continue to add to their money. The world would not be like this if most of the ultra-rich were benevolent anyway. Politicians are in their own pit, far from philanthropy, because political ambition has also made their words. I think that millions of people are unaware of benevolence, just as I was in my youth. Awareness-raising work needs to be done in this regard. People shouldn't be selfish, they should be sharing. because 8 billion people live on the planet. Of course, what I am saying is completely against the current world order. For example, I looked at the comments on the Instagram account of one of the richest people in the world. Why don't you help the poor? There were similar comments under the photo. There are people who are aware of the unequal distribution of income in the world, but there is nothing they can do. There will be those who will listen to all I say and say, "You are talking from where you are sitting, do something." Unfortunately, if my health was very good, I would like to do something too. Now I want to spend my time at home by preparing these videos for a while. I wanted to share this dream that will not come true. Maybe someone sees this video and says, "Here, my friend, start a charity with that $3 billion. Thank you if you watched my video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.